Right now, we're watching the Lancaster County Democrats' Watchful Citizen Show. We're talking about Tri-Mentorship Partnership Program with Lincoln Public Schools. Tell us, do you provide training to mentors? How do people become mentors?
Well, in a variety of different ways. I mean, through the partnership, we're really working with our partners to look at, unique ways, but also enhance their capacity and build upon the capacity. Right now, with both agencies combined, they're serving approximately 1,500 students in this community, which is fantastic. I mean, I have to give credit to the foundation that they have laid, the efforts that they're expending, because they're the heart and soul of what this partnership is. But they would sit here and tell you that if you gave them 1,000 mentors today, they could match them. I mean,
really?
Angie,
So that many kids are waiting for mentors.
Well, and we'll say, on their waiting list, both combined, approximately about 500. Now, that is because there's oftentimes a wait for those students to be matched, especially when we're talking about males and talking about students of color. Our African American, our Latino, and our Native students, and this is why this grant is really focusing on our students. And I say our students because I was one of them. I am one of them. Mm-hmm. So there is an extremely long waiting list, and one of the things is we don't want to set our students up for disappointment. And so, there can be a year, a 2-year wait for especially our male students. And to put another disappointment in our lives is not something our instructors or our community wants to do. Mm-hmm. And so to become a mentor, I don't want to say it's a simple process, but the first steps of becoming a mentor are very simple, is showing an interest in inquiring. Mm-hmm. And they can do that either through calling Lincoln Public Schools and reaching us at 436-1974. Okay. We have a website that I know that you'll put up as well.
Yes, we'll flash that up.
That they can provide an inquiry, and I tell it, it's just kind of like men sometimes. My wife will tell you, I had a fair commitment for a number of years, in taking that plunge, and I recognize that and we understand that. Mm-hmm. But there is support in place for you. We do not put you out on an island alone. Mm-hmm. Our partnering agencies do not put you out on an island alone. Mm-hmm. And so there's support from cultural proficiency, cultural competence, to going through what do you do when you meet with an individual. What happens if a challenge or something comes up? I'm a mentor. Sometimes they'll say it's not always easy, but the reward is huge. The impact is significant. A lot of these students, you get the profession, they're going to come up and give you a hug when you walk through the door. I'll tell you, they may not give you the physical hug, but in their mind, that hug's occurring, because they feel sometimes if they give that hug right off the bat, they're going to push you away. And Angie can speak about, I've seen some things with students at her school. It's just the anticipation of the impact that makes when somebody walks through the door. It may be a slight smile, but it's a smile that they haven't seen in a while. We left the group on Friday, and I remember she just said they were kind of giddy. They had met with some individuals, and I just never seen them that giddy. That's the impact you're making. And so you ask the question, how can you go about? Real simple. It's taking the first step and inquire and allow us to give you that information of what that takes. And it's calling Lincoln Public Schools or calling one of our partners directly.
And that's El Centro de las Americas?
El Centro de las Americas, Teammates of Lincoln,
okay,
or Heartland Big Brothers Big Sisters.
Okay. And there is support available. They're not alone.
No.
Okay.
And that's something, too, that Tri-Mentoring Partnership as a board we're really trying to work on, too, is how do we support mentors and the programs, and how do we strengthen the relationship between mentor programs and schools as well.